I was just in the middle of editing my review for day one of the free agent frenzy, and then I look down at my phone and I get a couple of notifications. We have multiple more trades to talk about, and one of these trades has me legitimately livid, and it's not even involving my favorite team. We're going to talk about that one first because I just want to get to it right away. So the Vegas Golden Knights have sent Max Pacioretty and Dylan Coghlan to the Carolina Hurricanes in exchange for future considerations. So this isn't even a trade. This was Vegas just saying, here, we can't afford Pacioretty. Will you take him? We can't retain any salary either. They literally just gave Max Pacioretty away for free in a cap dump. Carolina fans, you should be through the roof right now, but before we look at it from Carolina's perspective and talk about Pacioretty, the player Carolina is getting, I want to talk about Vegas for a second because this is kind of getting ridiculous at this point. The amount of cap dumps that they've had to make since becoming a team is crazy, and I feel like doing this stuff, trading away Fleury for nothing, now doing it with Max Pacioretty, and they've done it before. Is this going to deter players away from coming to Vegas, which should be a big time free agent destination? Obviously that'd be an amazing place to live, great fans. I get that it's a business, but they treat their players with absolutely zero loyalty, and how are you supposed to build any kind of team chemistry? I made a tweet when this trade initially broke and I said, Vegas is literally like a little kid. They'll play with all their toys, but then they'll see a new shiny toy, they'll throw out all their old ones, which are perfectly fine still, they'll throw them out and then just, have all their focus on the new shiny one. This has to be some of the worst asset management in recent NHL history, because remember, Vegas traded away Nick Suzuki, who's obviously now a pretty crucial part of the Montreal Canadiens, Thomas Tatar, and I think a second round pick just to get Max Pacioretty. And then they do this today, they trade Max Pacioretty away for absolutely nothing. That is the worst asset management I can ever remember in the National Hockey League. And I know, again, it's a business and they had to get cap compliant somehow, but giving away a guy who's still one of the most elite goal scorers in the NHL for free is crazy to me. That's enough talking about Vegas though. Absolutely miserable trade for them. Now let's talk about the Carolina Hurricanes, who I think have had a fantastic day. We already talked about them trading for Brent Burns earlier in the day, and now they get Max Pacioretty, who, like I said, when healthy is still one of the league's best goal scorers. He had 19 goals in 39 games this past season. That is a 40 goal pace, 37 total points in those 39 games, so almost a point a game player. And in the season prior, in 48 games, he had 51 points. He was a point a game player, was scoring above a 35 goal pace. This is a legit first line winger who is a dual threat offensively, lethal on the power play, and Carolina got a lot better by making this trade. They also improved by getting Brent Burns. They also signed Ondrej Kase today as well, which is a signing we'll talk about in tomorrow's day 2 review of free agency. This is what you call taking advantage of a cap-strapped team, and you have to wonder, were any other teams in the position Carolina was in, were they the first team to inquire about Max Pacioretty? Because literally any team in the league that could afford to take on that $7 million cap hit should have done it. Even a rebuilding team, it didn't have to be a contender like Carolina, even a rebuilding team, you take that on. He's in the final year of the contract too, which is another crazy aspect about this. He's going to be a UFA at the end of this upcoming season. Imagine taking that deal on as a rebuilding team. He lights it up in the first half of the season, you retain 50% and flip him at the deadline, probably for a pretty crazy return. I just can't wrap my head around this one really, but yeah, I definitely wanted to get my thoughts out on it quickly. But now we have to move on to another trade that took place shortly after the Max Pacioretty deal. This one a little bit smaller, but also still pretty significant. The Ottawa Senators have traded winger Connor Brown to the Washington Capitals in exchange for Washington's 2024 second round pick. Slightly confused by this deal from Ottawa's point of view. They made all those moves to get competitive over the offseason so far, and now you trade away a pretty important player for your team for just a draft pick. Part of me thinks it's because he's going to be a UFA at the end of this upcoming season, and maybe they didn't think they'd be able to re-sign him. But I think a third line behind, Ottawa's stacked top 6 now of Connor Brown, Matthew Joseph, and Alex Formenton would have been fantastic. But I will say they definitely did get decent value for Connor Brown. They can use that second round pick in the future as well if they want to make another trade. For the Capitals, I like this move a lot. Connor Brown is a very versatile player. He's capable of playing up and down the lineup. This is a guy who's had multiple 20-goal seasons in his career. He's a good penalty killer as well. He's just a guy that makes winning plays. We saw it in Toronto, and I think we're going to see him make some pretty big winning plays for the Washington Capitals this upcoming season as well, so I like the addition for them. That is going to wrap up this quick video though, going over the couple of trades that just took place. I would say I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts, but I feel like we're going to share a lot of the same opinions on the Max Pacioretty deal, but the Connor Brown one's a little bit different, and a lot of people could have different opinions on that. So let me know how you feel about these deals down below in the comment section. While you're down there, if you could, please be sure to leave a like on this video. That is the best way to show your support. And most importantly, if this was your first time checking out the channel and you want more NHL content just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all soon.